The Memphis players making their way through the tunnel earlier, and the home fans are already fired up to get this game started. 2K Sports presents the NBA. Monday Night Basketball is coming right up. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, and we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. DA, it's all yours.
Well, thank you very much. Now, the NBA has accepted that this is an era of player movement. Commissioner Adam Silver says the data shows that superstars moving isn't necessarily a bad thing because it allows situations to change. Teams that may not be in a competitive position hope that they can sign one of those players. And as we know, Kevin, hope springs eternal.
It always does. It keeps the fans involved and looking for more. David, thanks. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Smart is the point. White is on the wing. Down in the front court along with Tatum. And it's Horford in at center. And for the Grizzlies, in at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And then there's Steven Adams. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Aldama in at the 4 slot.
Well, after their offense stalled in the finals, the Celtics getting some veteran help. Gallinari and Brogdon both bring shooting, and Brogdon's another playmaker on the floor.
And so off the tip, it's Memphis. Brooks outside. Shoots over Brown. No good off the back of the rim. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies.
And remember, they won both games in this matchup last year. No small feat.
And we will see if they can do it again this year. Not a simple task by any stretch.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Morant passes to Aldama. 5 to shoot. Here's Bane. Out to Brooks. Pass to Morant. A second chance effort. He doesn't hit that one. White with the defensive effort. To the middle. And Brown throws it down hard.
And there's no excuse for allowing Brown to get that deep. He's just brilliant at jamming it down the defense's throat.
Outside, Bane. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
And GA's such a good, aggressive play in the paint. Now, here's Tatum. Look at those numbers of his. You just can't say enough about the work he's doing at the offensive end. He's averaging about 30.5 points a game. Now, Bane. After Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer. There's a good screen. Out to Brooks. Morant outside. Over Tatum. Second chance shot. And Morant will lay it in.
He has elite athleticism, makes Ja Morant a threat on the glass, and you know he can finish.
It's a tie game in Memphis. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
Offensive rebounds generate high percentage looks.
You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big games. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
They've got Brooks, and it's Conchar in at the 2-guard spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Smitty with Memphis. What do they need right now to make a championship run this season?
Kevin, I think the pieces are all in place. It's a matter of luck on the injury front and staying focused when the pressure's on in the biggest postseason games.
Brown, good.
And the craftiness of Brown, just so creative at picking apart the defense with his ball handling.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Now Brooks. His scoring average sitting at 15 points a game right now. That's a pretty sizable contribution.
Crafty score off the dribble. Brooks has a good set of moves, and he's smart.
And the Celtics with possession here. Grizzlies making the shot. Griffin sets the screen for Brown. Uncovered. Bucket is good. Brown's got 5 points in the quarter.
And when Brown has that jump shot going, he's hard to slow down. Just has such a beautiful release on that shot.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Brooks. 9-point game his last outing. Shakes him. He can't get that one. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Celtics lead by 3. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports.
And we welcome you to halftime as the Boston Celtics are getting everything they can handle so far.
Hey, yo, their offense has been clicking. They're making the right reads, and they're making the most of their opportunities.
I like their aggressiveness, not just taking what the defense gives them, they're taking what they want.
Okay, time to discuss the first half of this one. Specifically, which guys are leading the charge for their teams?
These guys are leading their way offensively. It's hard work doing all that scoring. Wouldn't you agree with that, Shaq?
Not for me, it wasn't. Piece of cake or barbecue chicken, whichever you prefer, or both at the same time, because I'm hungry.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
What a contribution.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
On the floor for Boston. Smart is the point. White is on the wing. Down in the front court along with Tatum. And it's Horford in at the 5 spot. Boston leading by 3. And Greg, up and down this Celtics roster, so many of their key players were drafted by the Boston Celtics.
And Tatum and Brown at the core, but also credit to their front office. Rare to find a powerhouse built from homegrown talent.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. Now, Marcus Smart is not shy with his philosophy. He says it takes little talent to play defense, but a whole lot of want to. Get every 50-50 ball, take charges, be a great teammate, compete, never be okay with losing. Kevin, he has always walked the walk, too.
He has. Defensive Player of the Year. He's a terrific player. No question about it. David, thank you. And here's Morant. After Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. The Grizzlies with another miss. Brown the pass to White. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. The pass to Horford. Jacks up a 3. The shot, no good. And it's Memphis the other way. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Smart against Morant. And Tatum pulls it down. And the call on the shot and sends him to the line. That one's on Morant.
And you know, Jason Tatum is one of those guys who can really do it all. He's got a versatile skill set that makes him a constant threat on both ends of the floor.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Yeah, and he wasn't someone you wanted to foul if you were defending him last season. 85% is what he made from the line.
And that one falls for Tatum. And so Tatum nails them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And so it's the Boston Celtics holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We've got more in store for you right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They've got Jones. Clark is out there with Desmond Bane. And it's Conchar in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut to just 5 points in the basket from Bane.
A stellar shooter from downtown. All Bane needs is a little space, and he's ready to fire.
Pass to Smart. Outside Griffin. Celtics passing it around. Williams kicks to Brogdon. And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That's his first foul. And Memphis making a change here. Morant's checked in. Then for the Celtics, Al Horford. He's checked in for Griffin. And it's White in for Williams. Outside Tatum. And he lays it straight in.
An incredible leaper at 6'8". Tatum is difficult to stop down low.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
He's doing everything he can to put this game to bed, and great score there to help his team.
Now here's Morant. Off target with his 3. We've got 1:13 left here in the fourth quarter. Smart with the ball. Passes to Tatum. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. And the Celtics making a change here. Brown's checked in. .58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Morant. There's the triple. That shot missing. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Tatum with it. He's picked up by Brooks. At the elbow, it's Smart. Horford the pass to White. 6 on the shot clock. Brown outside. Here's Smart. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. And now it's a 9-point Celtic lead.
It's just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Jalen. On a real roll right now. How much pride do you take in the win streak?
Let's just keep it going. just keep playing basketball, keep having fun, keep smiling, and it's fun when you win.
That alternative's not very good, so you want to keep winning. Thanks again, man. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you later.